Hello, welcome on our channel again, and this is book analysis channel, and I'm glad to have you. My name is Jafet Katana, book analyst in this channel, or this studio book analysis, and today we will have a very powerful book that is from Dr. Gary Chapman, and the book is Things I Wish I Would Known Before We Become Parent. And we know, as previously, we analyzed the book from Dr. Gary Chapman, that things I wish I would known before we got married. And now, in that series of wisdom, we have another book, that things I wish I would known before we become parent. And Dr. Gary Chapman, a very powerful man that writes or author book that with practical life wisdom. And today I will be sharing things he wished he would known before he became a parent. And before you go and proceed to hear from me and my analysis, because I will be here presenting just the tips that will help you to find this book, and I encourage you to buy the copy of this book that will profit you with a lot of wisdom. So I want to advise you, and I wish you help us to reach more people by subscribing our channel here, and also you may share our content that will help us to reach more people, because we would like this positive wisdom to reach even all over the world. So the way that we can reach all over and we reach so many people is just by you subscribing there. That will help the algorithm to make our content to be broader, and this knowledge or this wisdom that we are presenting here will be helpful to many. So also you may share, or you may invite your friends to follow our channel, Book Analysis. So thank you so much, and now let's be together. Follow me from here at the beginning up to the end of this book. I will just presenting tips that I get from the book Things I Wish I Would Known Before We Became Parents. This book is very powerful, and I'm glad to have the copy and to read it. So I welcome you, my friend, that let us go together and get what thing I got on this presentation. After the book that I introduced the area, Things I Wish I Would Known Before We Got Married, the author, Gary Chapman, is I see the need to write things I wish I would known before we became parents. Nobody tell us about being parents and what to expect, as even I think even also yourself, you may be on this position that nobody tell you about things to expect when we become parent. Nobody, our society sometimes are quiet about these issues. So you see that, or we say abruptly you become a parent and you don't know even what to expect or what to do while you are a parent. This author tried to express things he wished he would be told before even became a parent. He presented things before he wished he would known before they got married. We presented that book, and when you don't even listen yet, please follow our previous videos. We already presented the tips about the book Things I Wish I Would Known Before We Got Married. Now it is Things I Wish I Would Known Before We Became Parent. Short story from the couple Stephen and Shannon. This is another book corporate author, because from the author Gary Chapman, and with this Stephen and Shannon. They had a plan having their first baby and have name already before even child alive. So you see this, the first challenge on miscarriage, and they discouraged, but God helped them to have their babies or to have their children. So they faced a lot of discouragement, this Sharon and Stephen, because they would wish to have children or a child earlier, but they passed through miscarriages, and then after some time they have their babies. First thing that the author wish would known before become parent is that one, that having children radically change your schedule. Having children radically change your schedule. This is very powerful. His wife one day, Sunday morning, feel contraction, so he dressed up and sent her to hospital without knowing what it takes to have a baby. Full excitement and worry mixed up. So the author expressed his feeling that one day his wife felt contraction and he sent to the hospital, and without even knowing what to expect, he full of excitement, what to know what will happen, and then the mood mixed it up on what the worry, what will happen to his wife. But having children or having a child radically change your schedule. During the relationship, his wife was in need of 5 boys, and him agreed without having an idea what it takes to have a baby. You see, this is before marriage plan that they planned. Maybe his wife was in wishing to have even 5 boys, but without having an idea on what it costs to have children. After having first daughter, girl, now they realized that having a baby and caring for a baby are 2 different things. So this is another thing to know. During this journey, we kept on realizing things we wish we would known before. Like the schedule after having children is different with that without one. Feeding frequently, changing diapers, and learning how to help out children to grow better, and stimulating their brain with picture and words. It takes so much time. So this is another thing to know before you got married, that when you now married, you get a children, the feeding frequent, changing diapers, learning how to help your children to develop brain, to grow, to stimulate brain, picture, words. It takes a lot of time, or it takes so much time. Before child arrived, we make decision that my wife will quit her job and be a home mom. I would thought that I need not to adjust my schedule, but I was wrong. It takes a father and mother to make a baby. So this thing is you need to understand this. Author, they agreed with his wife that his wife will quit her job, and now him or author Gary Chapman was not thinking that about that, or he was thinking he was stick on his schedule, but things was different. He realized that he was wrong. It take a mother or a father to make a baby. You need to have supportive attitude and more love needed during this journey. So you must understand that this need more love, and this journey, it is not for weak person. It needs companionship. We must recognize our limitation. We cannot do everything. Time, money, and ability are limited. You need to plan carefully and include all important things and prioritize that things will be helpful to you. Then develop and maintain we mentality after marriage. Shift from I. So this is very powerful to bring union in marriage. That shift things from I, that is selfishness, but start doing things as we. That means team. Team. So do things as team. Don't do things as yourself. That will be challenging to mentality we, mentality what we are going to do. Parenting is a teamwork. So don't just, I will do something. Ask your partner what we are, what we are planning to do for this, for our babies. That will be powerful and encouragement, and that is teamwork attitude. Self-sacrifice is another required attitude in making scheduling change. So that is another thing, that is self-sacrifice. It will need to be taken. Making it work. First, get organized. How to make that work, because you change the schedule. Get it work. Get it organized first. Not everyone gifted to organize things, so make sure you get things organized. Then get creative. Your baby will not be baby always, so get creatively, like paint picture with them, praying outside the door, outdoor game, playing outdoor game, and other creativity. Be creative, because not always your children will be suffering, but other time you will see your children are growing. So when they grow, be careful to help them on doing different activities, but be creative as parent. Then multitasking may best, but may not always be the best for your child. Protect your children, quality time, have focus. So when the time arrived to you to be with your children, make sure you sacrifice other things, you focus with your children. Help them to give them focus. Just multitasking, you may be typing and speaking to your children, thus you will lose concentration on your children, and then you will be focusing on your other duties. So to help your children to grow and develop mentally and physically, make sure you take attention, you focus. Then another thing, involve others. Having caregiver option is vital. Maybe preschools or friends trusted nearby. So when you have we involve others, it will help also to maintain or to do other things. Then another thing, number 4, that will help when you now change your schedule is simplify. Life with children become hectic as you grow older, so you need to simplify. Take easy, enjoy sunset, nature, and the other Saturday free moment. Relax. So that make things not be more complicated. Just relax and make things that will be good option. Then celebrate what God is working. What going on good way, appreciate and be thankful. So anything about your child, you see healthier, I think they developing, just be thankful to God and appreciate what God is doing. So talk over. It is good to talk about your schedule before and after child arrived. So this will be helpful to you as couple, that you discuss, you talk over your schedule before, and you talk over about your schedule when your children arrive. What you do at free time, hobbies, some you may cut off or change to help on children development. So this is, you may check what you are doing for yourself to refresh or pleasuring at the weekends or other time. Make sure you make sacrifice, cut off, then to make help your children development. List the household chores that and the plan on how will you manage it. So make sure you plan for the chores. Don't leave the chores for only wife, but help her also, help on doing other things. So that will be very helpful on managing that chores that will be there for family. Then on the same issue, how you willing to take personal sacrifice for the benefit of your children or your child. So how you ready to take that personal sacrifice in order to help your children. So another thing, it is both you will keep on full-time vacation. What child care option do you anticipate? So you must also have a plan. When both of you will keep on working or having full-time work. So this will be helpful. On the first point, that you having a children will drastically change your schedule. Then second thing, things I wish I would known. I wish I would known children are expensive. Children are expensive. This is second things our author wish he would known before they became parent. Then immediately after childbirth and the mother rest, they give me hospital bill for all delivery. So you see, immediately after mother rest and the child delivered, we thank God, we become happy, but the things follow after that is hospital bills. The researchers say findings show that to raise a children from elementary to 17, it costs around $250,000 US, just raising a children from elementary up to 17 years old. It is cost for researcher in USA try to say when you provide for the children, at least it is around 200, or it is maybe above. It is like $250,000 to make that. So children are expensive. There are other factors that figure may vary, but some costs are on education, healthcare, clothing, food, and etc. We realize that children not only cost us financially, but also cost time and energy. This is things also to know. But I developed my view to see children as investment, not expense. So see, children are expensive, but you may develop your own view that children, what you are doing to your children is not just expense, but you do investment. Budget is a very important thing and helpful to organizing your financial asset. This will be helpful. Then another thing we see, the process here need creativity to control more spending habit and save more and invest. Also doing the right thing like playing active games with children, painting, this costs you nothing. So you may paint with your children, you may play active games with your children, this will cost you nothing, just like buying things to them to them to pray with it. So that will be helpful. That be creative. Creativity is friend to anyone want to bring more money into the family. So creativity will be the key to help anyone that will want to bring more money in family. Planning proper schedule for bedtime to our children give us time for ourselves. So this is another thing. A lot of marriage, they suffer when children come because they don't plan about themselves. They just have time for children, just caring for children, they forget about themselves. So when you are a parent, become parent, make sure you have time. Make a schedule for your children to sleep early but after that, have time with your partner. Just will help to encourage one another. You talk with with one another, and it will build your relationship on your family. Then multitasking, it can help to accomplish both roles, having time with your children and doing other needful work. So when other needful work, also multitasking may help you. Then making sure your plan are all of this together. Failing to plan is planning to fail. You will lose your spouse to a child. So without planning, the expensiveness of children, the attention that you will give to children, you will also lose your spouse on expense of children. Talk over your current financial situation and plan to implement to move more forward. That it is very basic things. You must discuss your financial status, then also check on how to move. Then be creative to create more money. Parenting need money too. You see, parenting need money too. So be careful. Plan and make sure you have a lot of investments. Also, you planning or you are be creative to make other source of income. These things will help you much and much on improving your parenting. Then number 3, things he wish I were known, that no two children are alike. This is third wisdom that Dr. Gary Chapman wish he were known before they became parent. That no children are alike. So no two children are alike. Then we believed and knew children are unique, but the tendency to compare our children with others was still very real. Then idea of parenting is different. So this is thing also to understand. Comparing our child to other was not very helpful. So anytime that you now compare your children from other, it will not be helpful because parenting bases are different. Don't compare your children to other. They can't be the same. If you stop comparing your children, you become a good parent. So stop comparison. Your children with another one children or another man children, they are different. So don't compare them. It will be helpful to your children and to yourself. Too big, too small, the size comparing to other, it may develop low esteem to your child. So don't compare your child with others because this may develop low esteem to your children, even to yourself. 3 to 6 weeks after childbirth, start new different pattern to grow. Growth spot. This is another things to need to know, that children after 3 to 6 weeks, 1 month, then to 1 month and 2 weeks, pattern of growth change. So you must understand it. After it's okay on 10 day a baby to lose weight. So you see, it is okay when sometimes baby lose weight and the graph now fall and rise. It is okay. Newborn sleep 11 to 18 hours per day. So per single day that have 24 hours, newborn they sleep 11 to 18 hours. Is my child sick? No, that is normal. Children are different in their immune system. Other strong, other weak. They are several times normal vomiting and other not. So you better understand and have this information in case of abnormalities, seek medical professional help. So this will be helpful to you. Just children are different, also their immune system. Most children's sickness are temporary. Make sure you share with other trusted parents or elders. Wisdom always seek help. So when you want to be wise, always seek help, even to other parents that you are trusted them. Children have different temperaments. Children may have different traits. As parents, you need to know and not need to compare the one with other. One may be quiet and other be talkative. So this also are temperaments of the children. So you must understand. Number 4, I wish I would known that pot training is not a laughing matter. Pot training is not a laughing matter. This is a stage to transfer from a diapers to using pot and then toilet. This will be a training that you will transform your children from using diapers, then to using potty, then also to be using toilet. You must know it is not a laughing matter. You must know when to start the training program. So you must understand when to start training pot using to your children. I observe your children, then observe your children, maintain healthy expectation, have fun, sing the song to encourage child use potty. So when you see now it is appropriate time to start training potty, now sing a song to emphasize your children to use potty. That will be helpful. Have fun with them. Reward and appropriately. Not use big gift or reward. So when your children use the pot successful, you may give a gift that to motivate or encourage to keep on using potty, even then be transferred to toilet. Then expect failure. Training will have failure welding to a perfection, so will be also a failure on that thing. Then be ready when they are ready. Don't make child wait. So when they are ready to use potty, be ready also to provide that potty, then help them. Don't make them your children to wait. Be patient, then celebrate success. This will be also the progress that will help you on training, potty training for your children. Then number 5, I wish I would known. Children need boundaries. Children need boundaries. This is another powerful thing to understand. Boundaries teaching is for all. 18 years, but 10 first years are very important. So you teach your children having boundaries. In this journey, there is a mean to know development behavior and bad behavior, setting rules. So you must set rules in order to put boundaries on your children. To do and not to do is a nature of rules. This gives guidelines for family living. So when you train your children about what to do and other what not to do, this will be helpful to make guidelines and to make a family standard. So that will be helpful and very powerful. Good rules are intentional, mutual, reasonable, and discussed with entire family. So when you are creating a good rule, just don't introduce by yourself. Just make sure you agree with your mother, then also include you when they are on the age of understanding, include also them, that you create a rule for them. Every family have its own rules. So every family have its own rule. So when a husband and wife differ perspective on the rules, don't argue in front of children. Sit down, then talk and discuss the importance of the rule, then agree. So present to children. So when you now agree with your parent, then present that rule to children or include them on making them. The rule must be purposeful. may be protection, caring of property, and etc. So these rules you set on your family, make sure are on purpose. Just don't make the only rule in order to have fun. Make rule like they don't waste materials, because that will cost the family money on buying it. So when they use a tap, they may shut off, they turn off, they use electricity, they must turn off, they use gases, must turn off. This will be help to save cost at the family, and will be a good management habit to them. 13 consequences. In family, obedience is learned by suffering the consequences of disobedience. So when you set a rule, set also the consequences when a rule not obeyed, and the consequences when a rule obeyed. So when children not obey rule, must find respective consequences. Then number 6, things he wished he would known before they become parent, that children emotional health is important as physical health. The train of parent must have to track learning on physical and emotional health. So don't just focus on physical development, focus also on emotional health. What are emotional needs for children? Importance of attachment. This is emotional bond of trust shared between people who are deeply for one another. This is sense of attachment. You must also train or provide to your children. This early on children was built by providing food now, and progressing on the things like cuddling, talking, singing, and creating other safe perspective, a positive environment. This helps to grow trust. So when you share time with them, you cuddle them, you talk, that will help also creating positive environment to them, and that thing cultivate trust as family. So you must make sure you have things like this to your children. Erikson emotional development principle. It is comprised this Erikson emotional development principle contain attachment, not neglect, then autonomy, not shame, then initiative, not guilt, then confidence, not inferiority. This just Erikson development principle that will help your children to more. Then your children love tank. So your children have a love tank that you as parents, you must fill that tank. Feeling loved is the first deepest emotional need as a children or as a child. This form of emotional bond between parent and child, you see, when your child love tank not full, will struggle during teen. So find love even in your wrong places. So this love tank, when you not feel for your children, she or he will find a challenge during teen, because will need that, or will find love even on the wrong place, and will be also effective for you too. Most parents love their children, but not all children feel love. So you may love your children, but are you sure they feel loved? So when they not feel loved, you must be careful. Then you understand about 5 love language to a child. That will be helpful when you know about this, to help your children developing the love. They must feel loved. Just don't love and go, but make sure they feel loved. Then to feel loved, you must help them to understand these 5 love language for a child. First one is word of affirmation. Word of affirmation, harsh and critical word kill the child confidence and create fear and anger. So children, You must also be careful on the harsh and the critical words or criticizing word that you are doing on your child. Positive, encouraging word instill courage and security. So your children, when you encourage and you speak a positive word, it instills confidence. Then Proverbs say, life and death are in the power of your tongue. So you may affect your children positive or negative. You may be careful here. Then here check your word and the tune of your voice. So check your tune or your tone of your voice when you are speaking with your children. Example, like your beautiful black hair. I like your beautiful black hair. Just state it with a smile and with a low tone, which will help your children to understand deeply what you say. And that will instill confidence that even my black hair are loved by my parent. I really appreciate you are helping me with these dishes. So I really appreciate when you help me with these dishes. That will be also a positive statement to make your children more good. Your muscles are getting stronger. You may carry it. You may shake his hand, and they may splash a bit back, and you say, your muscle now are getting stronger. That will be a positive encouragement to your children. Then another, you may say, example, you are sweetest baby in the world. Yes, you are. This will be also a positive word to help your children on developing confidence and a sense of being appreciated. Then another thing on the 5 love language to child is quality time. So this is another thing, quality time. Have your full attention with speaking to your children. This is very powerful. Another, it is this quality time. Number 3 is gift. Make sure that this love language for children, you give gift. Giving gift is an universal love language or love language. The gift communicates, I was thinking about you. I thought you might like this, or I love you. This gift communicates a lot to your children. So giving gift is a sign of, is a love language for children. This is another. Praying for promises is not a gift. Paying for promises. So when you promise something and you paid it, that is not a gift. So make sure gifts are different than paying for promise. Then the word gift is from the Greek word grace. The gift is originated from the Greek word grace. Grace means unmerited favor. Unmerited favor. That you get a favor that even you're not expected for, then you get it. Then number 4, or love language for children, is act of service. Actions speak louder than words. It takes more effort to teach your child how to cook on the cooking for him or herself. So this will be also an act of service, helping them to know things. Then number 5 is the physical touch. There is emotional power of physical touch. That is why we pick up babies and cuddle them and in our arms and say seal things to them. So that is very powerful. You cuddle a child, you carry on your arms, you say things to them. That is also ways to communicate love. So this is 5 language for a child: word of affirmation, quality time, giving gift or receiving gift, then in providing, then act of service, then physical touch. 5 love language for children. Then number 7, things I wish I would known before we become parent is, I wish I would known that children are greatly influenced by our model. Children are greatly influenced by our model. This is another thing. What is my children turn out like me? So you must ask yourself, what if your children will turn to be like you? Question to ask yourself always. Then children are more influenced by what you do than what you say. So you may be saying good things, but children are influenced by what you do. Do as I say, not as I do. This will never develop character in your child. What you do speaks so loudly that they cannot hear what you say. So what you do speak louder than what you say. So you be careful that this thing will instill character in your children. So ask, what if my children grow up to handle anger the way I handle anger? What if my children grow and drive a car the way I drive? What if the children they grow and talk to others the way I talk? So you must ask yourself, handle conflict the way you handle. If it is different, better start changing your attitude before they born. So if it is different, you wish your children not to handle anger in the way you handle, solve conflict in the way you solve, drive in the way you drive. You don't want one day they grow, they drive the way you drive. Must start changing even before they born. Steps toward modeling as parent to your children. First, put your hand in hand of God and be honest about where you are on your journey. So be careful about this. Then monitor your progress. Check about yourself. Then make sure most of teachable moment. Then number 4, approach your parental role with an attitude of love. Then another thing, writing a vision and a mission statement as parent, guiding the way to modeling parents. So have a vision and a mission on how you want to raise your children. Then number 8, things you wish I would know, or things the author wish would know before they become parent. I wish I would know that sometime parent needed to apologize. This is very powerful. It is naive to think you will be a perfect parent who will be no need to apologize. So it is naive to think that you will never be one to apologize for your children. So you must understand, apologizing is the first step in finding forgiveness. So apologizing is the first step to find forgiveness, and forgiveness heals broken relationship. So this is another thing to understand, that when you apologize, you get it is the first way to get to recover, to get forgiveness, and forgiveness heals the broken relationship. So that things you must note down. Then 5, language of apology. Apologizing, we learned back from our childhood, or from our childhood, so we are taught different. You need to know how things work for others and teach your child. Then 5, language of apologies. This is then expressing regret. This you express that you regret on the action that you did. Then you say, I'm sorry. Express your wrongdoing. I'm sorry that I lost my temper and yelled at you. This would be a good way to express your regret and apology. Don't put, but I will change to the brain. Don't put but, it will change to blame. So when you put but on expressing your regret, I'm sorry, but you did this thing wrong to me, this will change not to be seeking apology, but will change to be a regret. So make sure to change to be a blame. So make sure you not change that, but you maybe express your regret in the good way. Then number 2, accepting responsibility. I was wrong and I should not have done that. So sorry, I was wrong. I'm not supposed to do so. It will be helpful to do so. It will be helpful for you to be in good position to get forgiveness, and the forgiveness will help to heal the broken relationship. Then, offering to make restitution. What can I do to make things right? This you ask when you offended someone or you offended your children. You ask what you will do to make things right. You may get things there. Then expressing desire to change. I don't like what I did and I don't want to do it again. So express the desire to change. Those will be also powerful. Then requesting forgiveness. Will you please forgive me? So this also is the language of apologies. Not only to children, but it will be helpful even to your partner and the other thing. Then in 5, step toward learning to apologize. Accept responsibility for your own action. Then your action, number 2, your action affect other. Everything we do, good or bad, influence other people. Number 3, there are always rules in life without. There are always rules in life. Without rule, so want to fall into chaos. Golden rule: do not do unto others as you would have them done to you. So understand this golden rule. Then number 4, apologize will restore friendly relationship. So when you apologize, you will be out of pride, then you will be restore friendship. Then we must learn to speak out apologies in the way that meaningful to the person we offended. So when you offended someone, speak in the good way that will understand. Then number 9, things I wish I would have known before become parent is I wish I would known that social skills are important as academic skills. This is very powerful. I wish I would known that social skills are important as academic skills. Academic success is not a ticket for a good life as many parents believe. Many divorced or fired due to lack of social skills. Example, couple who never learned how to keep emotional love alive and in love when love euphoria faded. How to solve conflict without arguing, which will be very important to know. How a child learns empathy, ability to enter into other feeling and identify with their pain or joy. So this is also they learn from the you parent as a model. So this is a social skill. Empathy, how your children will learn empathy, how you involve on other things, how they will involve in other things, so or other people issues. So you must know this. Kindness, word can deal that enhance life to other. This kindness. Then word and deeds that will help to enhance lives to other. Then the art of saying thank you, gratitude. This also the thing to be learned or social skills that will help your children. Gratitude. Then focused attention, giving someone your undivided attention. Whenever you are, be all there. So whatever you are doing, I'm here presenting a book, I'm all here. Just not doing this another thing, I'm presenting to you, then starting another thing. No. Give this advantage that you are doing all things. You are being present on doing that thing. Avoid early screen presenting to a child. So avoid that early screen presenting to the child because it distracts focus the attention due to screen constantly changing. So when you provide a screen to your children very early, they distract their focus the attention because in screen always things change. You may say, oh, they are just looking cartoons, but they always change. No, focus the attention. So don't present to them early in order to cultivate their focus, their attention. Common countries, things we do and don't do when relating to people. These are common courtesies. Communities according to culture. So these things are always according to culture. When someone compliment you or give you a gift, say thank you. These are courtesies on based on the culture, on different cultures. Don't talk with the food on your mouth. These are called courtesies. Never enter someone's room without knocking or say, please, may I come in? These courtesies. You teach your children. Do your chores before pray bow. So when they go to pray, must do their chores that you instructed them. Do not scream to your parents or to your brother and sister. So these also are courtesies that when someone is talking, don't interrupt. This is also courtesy. Then when you enter in the house, take off your cap. This is another courtesy that you may teach your children according to a certain culture that you are. Look a person in eye when you speak to him or her. This also will instill or show confidence. This will be also careful. Then anger management. Anger management, control my anger instead of letting it control me. Types of anger, there are definitive anger is our emotional responses which we are treated unfair. This is definitive anger. Then you see when you are treated unfair, you feel these things, you feel anger. Then distorted anger is our response when we don't get what we want. This is a response when you was wanting something and you don't get it. Then number 10, I wish I would known if I would become parent. I wish that parents are responsible for their child education. This also you need to understand that you are responsible for your child education. Everything you do, you are first child teacher. So you parent, you are first child teacher. Then everything you do to children before kindergarten is education. Teach them vocabulary, show them flashcard, help them to have different skills. Help your children. You are a first teacher. What about preschool? When you are in area common with preschools, find best preschool and let your children safely guaranteed, but also teach them. Also, other churches do best on children teaching or preschools. Then school option. This need to be discussed area according to the curriculum you want. There are many options to provide education to your children. If it is home school, private school, religious-based school, or public school. Then magnet curriculum based with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Example of that curriculum. Then number 11, things he wish would known before they got married, that they become parent. I wish I would known that marriage do not thrive on autopilot. Marriage is not thrive on autopilot. Lose your spouse concentration due to parenting. How to have growing marriage after baby comes. Having children, change schedule. So resolve. Decide that we will find a way to keep our marriage growing while we rear our children. Discuss and seal it with a hug and kiss. Where will there a way? So where there is a will, there is a way. So make sure you want, even also you have children, also create the way that as partners you grow. Just don't let you be on low level. Communication in marriage is oxygen. Communication is a marriage oxygen. So communication keeps marriage alive. If you talk and listen, help you to know different situation on your part-time. So you must also understand. Having daily sharing time, it may be only 15 minutes, but it will be very powerful when you have this time that you share with your parent, your fellow parent. Then ask what I do to help you. So ask how you can do to help your parent. You may be exhausted and doing something, but you may also intervene to help. Then after some time in marriage, euphotic mode and different age. You don't marry the wrong person, but love as Christ love church. So you just learn to say I married a wrong person, but sometimes euphoric, that love with emotions they earned. So you must also be careful on how to manage how to keep fire burning even that thing are gone. Ask the question like, how can I help you? How can I make your life easier? Ask your partner, how can I do better husband to you? How could I be a better husband to you? You may get tips there from him or from her, and you change. Then love is opposite of selfishness. Love gives while selfishness demand. So love always give, but selfishness demand. So opposite of selfishness is love. So this is love seek the well-being of the other. Selfishness seek to satisfy my own need. So two selfish people will never have a thriving marriage. Two loving people most definitely will have a good marriage. Then missing each other emotionally. Speaking your love language on her will not understand and will be emotional missing. There is no growing marriage without apology and forgiveness. Passing of time never heal a fracture caused by hurtful behavior. Healing comes when the offender apologizes and offended forgives. So this is a principle to heal that fracture caused by hurtful behavior of the offender. Then resolving conflict or unresolved conflict creates emotional distance between partner or spouse. So when you are supposed to have conflict and you're not resolving it, it will change, it will get you challenged. Then conflict lies due to different personality and background, and everyone feels strong on his or her position. So listen and look the solution. Don't argue and fight. Best way, try to see things in your partner perspective and say it makes sense, and try to express your perspective to you too. So just this will help you not to argue, but will help you to strengthen. I understand. See things in his perspective or her perspective, then also express your perspective, then you will get solution, or you will get solution about that issue there. End up listening on one another, then winning argument. Then option to solve conflict: 1, agree, move to other position. Find meeting place somewhere middle. And then number 3, disagree and still be friends. So you may be disagreeing on something, but you are still friends. Then flirting, dating, and more. Then take a date time, read book and discuss, attend seminar on marriage, then take care of yourself. This will be helpful to keep your marriage growing, because your marriage is not growing or thrive on autopilot. Then another thing I wish I would known, that children can bring you great joy. This is another thing he wish would known before they got married, that before they become parent, these children may or can bring great joy to see you recreated a new baby. This feels so good. This is very joyful to see you created a baby. A lot of good experience are very joyful. Holding baby for first step, walking, answering questions in years and 4 years. Questions, sharing with and rhythm, child who elementary scored wheels. That also all those are long days and short years. Long days soon forgotten, short year remembered. So you must also understand this, that having children may give you a great joy. Health person gauge it informs spirit fruits. So health person or person gauge it with spirit fruit. From Galatians chapter 5 verse 22-23. You experience joy to hear and see your child is reigning and developing. Then ask these questions. When my children grown, what do I hope they remember about our family? So this will be also powerful. Build the children that they will be happy to see their family again even after years. Find joy in prayer. Then there is this book, a peerage. Family is basic, common foundation of the society and all culture. So it is very important to build family. It is very important to love your children, and then know you love, feel loved. Then know you love and feel loved. So help the children to know you need to love your children unconditional love, no matter what. Love regardless child look like, handicap, regardless what we expect, regardless of how she act. Love them. It is not permissiveness to bad behavior, but doing first thing first. Love child with full love tongue can respond to parental guidance without resentment. So when your children love tank is full, will be easy to respond to guidance, parental guidance without resentment. Up to here, I have no more way to say. I thank you to following from the first. We begin on about the first we begin on the book things I wish I would known before we became parent, and here it's end of the presentation. And again, I insist you please subscribe there at our channel, then keep sharing our content and help us to reach more people, invite friends, and that will be helpful for this knowledge to help others. We know a lot of people. We are in this journey toward being parents, so it is better to know these things even before you become parent. I know you will have also a special journey on parenting, and you will know also other things that you need to know, but these things will be helping you on preparation toward that being a good parent. So it will be helpful for you, and I believe and I know these things will be helpful, as it helped me that I get another insight toward this issue of parenting. So as you are upcoming parent or you are a parent, get these things in mind and also help us to reach others, share this content and this book analysis, and we'll be glad to have more followers or more people that get our content, that we keep analyzing book on different matters. We not just analyze this one only, we also have other bunch of book that we already analyzed. On the top there you may find previous video from this channel, book analysis. You will get a lot of book about finance, about spiritual books, about different books, different categories of book we analyze. So when you subscribe, you will help us to reach more people, and but yourself will be it will be easy to get other content. Also, you may advise us. When you have anything to advise in the comment there section. I will be following, and I will be happy to see your comment
and I will deal with it. Or when you have any book you suggest us to analyze, I'm here, book analyst Japhet Katana. I will be happy to see that book and to analyze a book that you are engaging to us, you would like us to interpret. So from here on our studio book analysis, I have no more what to say, but I insist you find this book and get your copy. But understand that I love you so much. I appreciate you, and be there again. Bye bye. Thank you.